Hey everyone out there, this is Kevin Johnson again. It's December 31st, 2010, New Year's Eve. You may hear some fireworks outside. I've had a cold the last week, so my voice is probably weird. This is a picture of a zombie I drew a few months ago, and I decided I just wanted to color it, and hopefully my markers are not going to run out on me. Usually if I ever draw a zombie, I either make them gray or green for some reason, and I think that's kind of almost like a standard, because a lot of times you'll see people draw zombies green, and I don't really know what the reasoning behind that, because I don't think a human body turns green at any point when it's decaying. But maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, scientist, anything like that. But for the purpose of this one, he's going to be a nice, bright spring green. I don't even remember when I drew this. I can tell that I inked it with a Sharpie, though, and I've noticed that the Sharpies don't work that well with the Prismacolor markers when they touch, but in the near future I'm going to hopefully get start using a Copic marker, but just the black, because Copic markers are way more expensive. I can't find them cheaply at all, but they do have a nice little set of black. It's like a set of 3 different black markers and 4 different inks, like pen sizes, so you can get thick lines, thin line, whatever. And it's refillable ink, so it may work better, and it probably won't smear so much when the colors touch. But that'll be probably a month or two before I can even start thinking about getting that. But this guy kind of reminds me of Principal Skinner from The Simpsons. I just drew this guy out of my mind, but he just kind of reminds me of that a little bit in the way his face is and his hair. But this is actually one of my more favorite zombie drawings that I've done. I haven't done a ton, but enough to start picking favorites. If you're wondering why am I sitting here drawing on New Year's Eve instead of out at some awesome party or something, well, at this point I've been invited to 3, but I kind of had to cancel because my car is it squeals a lot, and I'm scared to drive it to 2 of the parties, because one of them is like 40 miles away and the other is probably about 30 miles away, and I really don't feel like breaking down in the middle of nowhere if belts break or something. So that's terrible. And then the other one, I just kind of got invited to something, and it's somebody I went to high school with, but I don't know her, I know her, but I don't know, I haven't sat down and talked with a girl since high school probably, and even if then, I don't even know. But I don't know her friends or anything, and I just feel weird if I would have went with them, because I wouldn't have known anybody, and I had that, third wheel feel all night long. I didn't want that. So I decided I'd just stay home, make a video. Probably going to be, hopefully, not over 15 minutes, but I don't know. It's going to be one of those take it as you see it, and I think it's already been like 5 minutes. And I need a gray. Oh boy. No, I don't. I need darker green. think everybody out there these days has been at least introduced to the whole zombie craze that kind of went around. It's been around for a few years. Just kind of hitting the mainstream as far as with like things like the Walking Dead TV show, which is excellent, by the way. I love to talk about just like what would happen if the zombie apocalypse ever really did happen. I don't believe it will happen or anything like that, but I like to say that I don't believe it'll happen, but I'm going to be prepared if it does. And you can get into these great arguments with people, and people who don't appreciate the zombie thing will look at you like you're crazy, but it's just fun. What would you do if it came down to it, and maybe you have to deal with a loved one or something in the whole zombie apocalypse, because if they're a zombie, they're bad news no matter what. And I just I'm the guy that's like, look, I'll take care of your family for you if you need it, because I'm going to be the one to survive as long as possible. And if I have to take you down too, I'll have to take you down, because that's my goal, is to survive if it ever goes down, which I don't think it will, but the whole Mayan calendar thing, you never know. It's fun to be ridiculous sometimes, and it's even more fun when people you talk about it and they make it seem like you're crazy, and that you're just making up stuff. But it's fun, and if someone's gonna think that you're really being serious, then you might as well play along and let them know. Don't take your guns everywhere, because they're gonna run out of bullets. You might want to get yourself a baseball bat, but go aluminum, because wood could break or rot before you want it to. So get that aluminum bat, and you'll get that nice little tink sound every time when you pop a zombie in the head. Alright, so what we're going to do here is get some blood on that, because zombies do bleed at the beginning. Now, the zombie movies, I've probably watched more than most people. I pretty much go on Netflix and just find the retarded zombie movie section, I guess, because some of them are really, really, really bad, and I'll watch them just to see what these people do with the with the genre, and sometimes it's just bad, and sometimes the makeup is so terrible that I don't even know why they wasted their time making it. But every now and then you'll get a good one, where maybe the story isn't that good, but they do a real good job with the makeup, or sometimes the story is good, just they don't have the budget. Anyway, everyone's favorites are like Shaun of the Dead, which I recommend. He'll have a great tone. I recommend that one highly. 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later too. Both of those are really good. A little different. That one I think is the one who would introduce the running zombie, which really threw everyone for a loop, because for the longest time zombies just kind of walked aimlessly, and if they caught you, it was a bad day, but they didn't they couldn't catch you if you ran from them. You just have to get cornered by them. Well, when they run, that's it. I've seen a few movies where they have also made the zombie kind of more smart, where they can even talk, and those are no good. No good. If you want to see a ridiculous one, I just recently watched, and it's so bad, but it's kind of funny. It's called Zombie Strippers. It's not for the younger viewer, but check it out if you want to laugh a little bit at a movie. Oh, he's got really big yellow teeth, by the way. Let's see. I think he'll have a crazy orange shirt. I think we're at about 10 minutes, so we might have to make 2 videos out of this, which I didn't really want to do, but whatever. There are so many movies out there, though. You should just, if you're into zombies, you know, I'm probably not going to be able to think of everything here, but you just let me know, and I'll find you a movie that you could watch. You know, Night of the Living Dead. That's the one you need to watch. It's the original Zombie as We Know It movie. And I don't know where people came up with zombies want brains. I don't know how that started, and I never really bothered to research it or anything, because for the most part, zombies just want to eat you, whatever you have, brains, you know, arms, feet, neck. A lot of times they go for the neck shot for the kill. I don't, you know, it really, I don't know. I guess that was just something that someone felt like they could market it with, you know, hey, zombies want to eat your brain, and so they did. But really, the whole brain thing is that if you have to kill the zombie's brain to stop them. So, you know, I don't know. I think they're fun. You know, it's like the worst possible thing that could happen to to humanity, I guess. And then you find out that no, the worst possible thing that could happen to humanity is humanity. Because no matter what a zombie can do to you, a person can do much more worse things to you. So, you know, that's usually the plot of some of the other zombie stories. You know, that the ones that actually make sense, you know, and have a little depth to them. We'll tell you a story more about the people. That's what The Walking Dead is, more about the people, which is probably one of the greatest comic books ever written. I suggest everybody that likes comics, or even if you don't like comics, to go out there and find some of that. They've been reprinted in trade paperbacks and hardcovers, and you know, regular comic book issues every month. I think it's every month. Probably about 70, 80 issues into it by now. I don't know. I usually read it in the trade paperbacks, and I bought a couple of the hardcovers. I think I got 3, and they're probably on number 6 right now, and I really need to get those next 3, because it's one of those books that you'll pick it up and you think, oh, I'm just going to read a little bit, and then before you know it, you've spent 2 hours, you know, because you can't put it down. It's that good. It's like it's got like highs and lows, I guess. And you know, when you're on the low part where there's not a lot of action, the characters are building up so much, and you just know something's going to happen, and nobody's safe, and it's just one of those stories that you get caught up in. And you know, it's a pretty fast read. So you know, in 2 hours you would probably read a whole hardcover of it. You know, which is I think 12 issues fit into a hardcover. Okay, so my video is going to be long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it right about here. I'm going to go copy the disc, and then we'll be back.